For days, hashtags have declared President Donald Trump dead. Doctored photos fueled suspicion, and silence from the White House only led to more talk of a possible cover-up. The internet buried Donald Trump before the truth could even come out. And then on Tuesday, the Oval Office cut through all the noise, and the president appeared alive, defiant and calling it all fake news. But even proof of life couldn't silence the storm, because it seems in this new age of digital deception, even reality can be doubted. Our next report has more.
For days, the internet swirled with shadows. Whispers turned into hashtags, hashtags into headlines. And a single question echoes louder than the rest. Is Donald Trump alive? The speculation spread online. From grainy photos to manipulated images, every detail became evidence. Every silence a signal. And then on Tuesday, that silence broke. The Oval Office's lights flickered on, and there stood the 79-year-old president, speaking, smiling, and declaring the rumors as fake news.
Well, it's fake news. You know, it's so fake.
On Tuesday, reality itself was put on trial, but not before the damage had been done.
I did numerous shows and also did a number of truths, long truths, I think pretty poignant truths. No, I was very active over the weekend. They also knew I went out to visit some people at the club that I own, pretty nearby on the Potomac River. And no, I've been very active actually over the weekend. I didn't hear that one. That's pretty serious stuff.
I'm glad
it's fake news. You know, it's so fake. That's why.
For almost a week, the digital jury had already delivered its verdict. The hashtag Trump is dead surged through timelines. 104,000 mentions. 35 million views, a wildfire of speculation fueled by nothing more than fragments. Some claimed that Melania Trump was seen at Walter Reed Army Medical Center. Others pointed to an ambulance outside the White House. But it turned out to be an old photo recycled to fit the story. Even the American flag at half-mast was twisted into proof of a presidential death. In truth, however, it was lowered to honor the victims of a school shooting in Minneapolis. Still, the theories only multiplied. A zoomed-in picture of Trump, claiming it showed a deep line above his eye that indicated a recent stroke. The speculation continued even after the president fired back on Truth Social. And even as Trump stood in the Oval Office, the scrutiny sharpened. His hands, his hair. Social media users zoomed in on his hands, claiming they were of two different colors. The bruising on his right hand, sometimes covered with makeup, sparked fresh doubts. Another nail in the coffin was the president's late arrival at Tuesday's press conference. Several social media users raised doubts and asked, why was Trump late? Trump's health has been making headlines since a bruise on his hand was spotted at several occasions. The White House confirmed last month that the discoloration on Trump's hand is due to chronic venous insufficiency.
In recent weeks, President Trump noted mild swelling in his lower legs. In keeping with routine medical care and out of an abundance of caution, this concern was thoroughly evaluated by the White House medical unit. The president underwent a comprehensive examination, including diagnostic vascular studies. Bilateral lower extremity venous Doppler ultrasounds were performed and revealed chronic venous insufficiency, a benign and common condition, particularly in individuals over the age of 70.
Officials insisted that the president was in good shape, and Vice President J.D. Vance echoed the same views in a recent interview with USA Today. But he also said that he would be happy to take over if a terrible tragedy happened, unknowingly adding fuel to the fire. On Tuesday, the irony was inescapable. The man who has jumped to similar conclusions now stands accused by it. For years, he has relentlessly cast doubt on Joe Biden's vitality and mental fitness. And he did not miss the chance to renew the attack.
You know, I have heard, it's sort of crazy, but last week I did numerous news conferences, all successful. They went very well, like this is going very well. And then I didn't do any for 2 days, and they said, there must be something wrong with him. Biden wouldn't do them for months. You wouldn't see him. And nobody ever said there was ever anything wrong with him, and we know he wasn't in the greatest of shape.
As a president, Trump has benefited from the internet, using social media to spread viral messages. And now he is coping with a tough online audience that dissects every photo, every gesture, every pixel. When Donald Trump finally dismissed the rumors, the digital machine barely paused. Within minutes, a false post on Blue Sky claimed the White House had announced the president's death. And the cycle began again. Donald Trump faced the camera and proved he was alive. But online, his health remains on trial. Because it seems in the age of algorithms, even the truth struggles to survive.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka-charge mo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Fiskali radikali.
Japanese,
4 兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.